Hi, I'm Uncle Mark, just working on taking a headlight assembly out of a Dodge Journey. Or if you have the Fiat version, it's a Fiat Freemont. So I'm just going to take it out, and if you want, you can follow step by step and see how these things come out. So first of all, we got a couple of these little clips that have to come apart because we have to get under there. There's also a bolt right there. I think it's a 10 millimeter. I see there's a bolt here onto the fender. And so let's maybe start with those. So 10 millimeter bolts. So if you have a 10 millimeter ratchet with some sockets, that's what the guy's going to need. I'm going to put some skippable chapters as well because some stuff might take a little longer. That's what the bolt looks like. Back to the skippable chapters. You know, just in case you see a thing, okay, I understand it, you want to go on to the next one. Now this is a little tougher to get at. You see the angle that the extension is going on? But I was able to get the bolt to loosen. But not easy to get at, so I ended up using a flexible wrench here, ratcheting wrench. I imagine the guy could use the other side of a normal wrench and just slowly, turn by turn. I'll speed this up for you. Took a little bit, but, you know, got all day, right? This is saving me some cash instead of getting a shop to do it. Now these come out, they're two-piece clip. The center comes out first. It's a door panel tool that I use a lot. You'll see it in a lot of my videos. It's really handy to have. Comes with some plastic non-marring pieces too. You see the center comes out, and then this piece pops out. And it's like a couple fingers. And that centerpiece pushes the fingers out. And that's how it locks. So if you pull the centerpiece out, that can just flex back down and you can pop it out. Very popular kind of clip. And when you push it back in, it makes that bottom piece stick out more, and it's hung in there, suspended. So let's do this one here too. I am not going to take this whole piece off. I just want to take part of it off. Save a little bit of work just taking the one light off. The driver's side is similar as to how this all comes apart. We're going to do the passenger side though. And you know how this comes out, right? There you go. Easy enough. Now, yeah, I think we're going to need to take this one out too. Just so we have a little more flex with this plastic piece. So I'm trying to get in behind there. This plastic piece actually is part of the grill assembly too. See, there's a bolt here that's hidden. Same thing, 10 millimeter. All three of these are 10 millimeter. Not the easiest thing to get out, but not impossible, right? Maybe if you had a friend that could hold it. Now I thought, oh, this should come out, right? We've got all the bolts holding it in. It's like, yeah. And no matter how hard I tried, and I'll fast forward this for you, there's no way to get it out. And just as I thought, bumper cover is going to have to be removed.
Might work.
So that's what we're going to have to do. It's like here I thought, oh, if I push down on it, maybe I can get it out. But no, it's wasting your time. Might as well just move on to the next step. So the next step is accessing these bolts that are holding the bumper cover to the fender. Now there's one there. It kind of goes on an angle. There's actually three of them in here. I thought there was only one. The Grand Caravans used to only have one. Of course, this is a Journey. So here we'll show you what that looks like.
That's right there.
There it is. Like I said, there's two others that I found out later on. I thought, oh, we're done here, but no. It's a 7 millimeter, I believe. 7 millimeter bolt. Just a little guy. And you kind of need a little extension too to get at it. We'll speed it up here a little bit so you understand where it is. You know how to take a bolt out. Tedious because it just seems like it doesn't come out as fast as you'd want it to. So here I thought it was like the Grand Caravans where it's usually just one. That's what it looks like. I thought, okay, good, great, we can just unclip this. So it's like, no, it seems to be still hanging on. So we'll have to attack it a little differently. There's 3 clips here, kind of like those ones for the grill that we undid. So pop these off. We'll take this little inner fender off just enough to get at it. One there. These were a little stubborn, so I sprayed them with some WD-40 to make them a little more slippery. They were still a little hard to get out, but lots of gravel, I guess. It's been on. This one was another one that was a little bit hard to get out, but it's done. So, if we look in there and look straight up, I see there was a second bolt. So there's the first one, right? This will be the second one right there. If I can get at it. Of course, you're trying to do this upside down. It's just not high enough. Little extension helps. And just some patience. And hopefully it doesn't drop somewhere. Actually, it's pretty much out here. You can see anyway, it's going to take some doing. Hopefully you don't mind hanging upside down. Boy, those are long. I don't know why. So I thought, okay, 2 of them out. Great. We're done. Nope. Still one more. So as I mentioned, 3 holding this together. In the Grand Caravans, they had some kind of clips, but maybe they found out that wasn't the way to go. Although I think they're still put together like that. It's 1, 2. So where's the third one? I looked and looked, and it's like, oh, I'll try to get the camera in here for you. It's hidden in this hole here. There's the third one. So even further in, so I'm going to try and use a little thumb drive, I guess you want to call it, or finger drive. A little easier to hold than the ratchet. And this is ratcheting too, so that's kind of nice. I'll put a link in the description if you want to try some of these. They come in real handy. Especially something like this, I'm not flopping around with a ratchet. Just about. Again, such a small little bolt. Ooh, you're bound to drop it. And where did it go? And I found it. And there we go. So the bumper should move a little bit. Again, I'm trying not to take the whole bumper off, because you'd have to unhook the other side as well. And then some clips underneath. And I thought if I could just move it enough to get the light out, and probably with another set of hands holding the bumper, it will come out. I'm just thinking, oh, just about. Trying not to break anything, of course, or scratch anything. Not my vehicle, so just about out. It's not hanging on by anything. It's just, you know, bigger than the spot you're trying to get it out at. Don't want to forget to unplug all these lights. This is like a little marker light. I think you just squeeze it and unhook. This one turned counterclockwise. It only goes in one way when we put it back. That's one of the headlights. This is probably a signal. Yep. And then this, I think this is a driving light for places that have, you know, daytime running lights. There you go. Now it should come out, right? Patience. And it will come out. Ta-da. There you go. It sounds like this piece is inside. I also see here this bumper. This is good to know. It actually goes in a groove here, which will be hidden by the headlight. So let's keep that in mind when we put this one back in. So bulbs, might be easier to put the bulbs in first. A little more room out here. Show you from the back side. Oh, drop that one. Don't want to break them. Should be able to take these light bulbs out without taking the headlight out if you're just changing bulbs. Try and do a video on that. Also have a playlist, if you don't know that, if you're unaware, on this Journey or Freemont. It's on my channel. Of course, Uncle Mark's DIY Auto. And try and set this back in. It's basically backwards of the way we took it out. Although, you know, can't hurt to just watch it a little bit again just to see the struggles I had. Because you're going to probably have the same problems. Totally doable. Just don't want to drop the light and scratch it. It's plastic, so it probably won't break, but hate to scratch it. This one is not the shiniest. Probably could use a little buff. Maybe we'll have to do a video on that one day. Actually, I have a headlight video. Actually, I'll put it in this Dodge Journey playlist, but it's on a different vehicle, but same principle. I'm sure we can make this look like new. Remember that little way that the bumper hooks into that space there? So I'm just going to have to move it around a little bit, try and get it to fit. And with some patience and just watching how it's going in there. There you go. Snap that in. What's really going to hold it is when we put those little bolts back in. Let's put the light back in first. So the bumper's not going to fall off. So we have those 10mm bolts. This is the one that's closest to the fender. Not that easy to get at. For a couple different reasons, right? Because it's off-centered. And it's kind of far down. And I've got long fingers. I'm a tall guy. And it was a little bit monkeying around. But as you see, this wrench with the flex head and the gear, really, really handy. I'll see if I can find a set on Amazon there and put a link for it, in case you want to try some out. I use them so often. Remember, there's a bolt under here we have to put back in. Just using a ratchet and a couple little extensions. And there's that bolt hole down there. You may want to just snug them up, get the lights sit in there properly, and then you can tighten them all. Might be the way to go. And that's actually what I ended up doing. Try and snug this one up. This is a fun one to get at. You wonder who designed some of this stuff. Unless this light was used in some other vehicle as well. Not really sure. Yeah, those flex wrenches are awesome. This was a Canadian brand. Yeah. Lifetime guarantee. Okay. Let's move down. What do we got to do now? Everybody's tightened? Oh, these clips. I'm going to spray them with a little bit of WD-40 just to make them a little slippery. That way they don't have to force them in too much. And I'm whining there about something, I don't know what. Probably been a long day. Sounds like I just dropped one. It's where it's nice if you have a clean floor or something where you can, if you do drop something, you probably will, you can find it. A little bit of spray on there. Clean up my mess a little bit. Oh, we have that one closer to the driver's side. Let's not forget that too. Same thing. And we got that one in. Yeah. On to the next. Get this bumper cover bolts back in there. Of course, it's those three little, what do we say, they were 7mm? There we go. I'm going to use my little thumb ratchet again. Oh, these are handy. No easy way to do it. Probably going to have to hang upside down to get in here. Get your head in there to be able to see what's going on. They go into those plastic anchors. So they don't have to be super tight. You want to strip the plastic out. So line them up and start going, put them back in. So I started with the outside one, or the one that's closest to me. Get that one in. And then we're going to move on to the second one here. Try and make sure that it's lining up good. Inside and outside, you can see this Might have to try and push on either the fender, probably on the bumper. Make it line up. Put this one all in there, speed it up for you. And again, you may want to just kind of leave them a little bit loose till everything lines up. So you have that last one in there. That's going to be the tough one to reach. And to get it to start threading in. Some patience, so start threading it. And keep checking on the outside too to make sure that it's all lining up. Say I tried snugging them up a little bit, kept checking the outside for alignment. Because they do move a little bit. And it kind of helps with, you know, maybe not chipping stuff later on when you get stone chips, not if there's not pieces sticking out that shouldn't be. Snug it right up. And it looks like it's just about there. Felt like it was tight enough. So I got them all snug. And then the next thing will be just to put those couple clips in for the fender well, the plastic fender well. So that worked. Got those in. That one. Might have to spray a little bit of stuff on it just to help it go in. Put this last one on. Yeah. Got them all in. Except for this one. Pop it in, push it in, and it's done. So what'd you think? Is that something you want to try? It's not impossible. Depending on the weather in your area there, obviously you're not going to want to try that outside in the wintertime or in rain, but if you've got a few hours, well, I don't know. How long did that really take? If you had the light there, how long is the video? That's with some editing and stuff like that, looking for tools, and probably, let's say you left, you know, half an hour. You should be able to do it in that. If you like the video, why not give me the thumbs up, please. That'll help YouTube know that I'm trying to do a good job. You can share this video with somebody else too if you know somebody that has a Journey. You can also subscribe down in the corner if you haven't already. Why wouldn't you? Lots of videos on this vehicle. And why not show you exactly where they are? How about a playlist? That'd be a good idea. The blue circle right here with the flashing yellow arrow, it points to a card way at the top. Click on that and a playlist with just the Dodge Journey, or in some local markets, the Fiat Freemont, same vehicle. Hopefully this was helpful for you and saved you a couple bucks. Until next time, I'm Uncle Mark saying, stay safe when you're doing some of these jobs. Bye-bye for now. Please subscribe and you'll get all the notifications. It's easy. The little dog will show you how. Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Oh, yeah, we're recording. Never mind. Let's just record. Right?